guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlene for those of you who are new, and to my loyal subscribers, thank you as always for coming back. Today's video is about new perfumes I've added to my collection. So I went on vacation last month and I accumulated a few along the way. Recently I talked about one of them, and the others I've been testing out, trying them out and seeing how I feel about them. If you want to see the fragrances I'm going to talk about today, please keep watching. As I mentioned, I have talked about one of those fragrances before. This is La Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier, and I talked about it, I raved about it. I told you guys how much I enjoyed it, so I'm not gonna go through the entire packaging and all of that. You guys can see she's absolutely gorgeous. So upon sniffing it in the store, I just knew I had to get it, and I am really happy that I did. It is different in some ways because it is loaded with vetiver and pear in the opening. It's a beautiful fragrance, and to me it's unique just because of that composition. Longevity is pretty good on this one. It's not extreme, but it's not poor either, so I would say it's moderate. And it is a sweet, sharp. On some websites they do not mention the vetiver, but I feel like you cannot miss it. It is a fragrance that's like sultry, a little seductive, because of that cozy vibe that it gives, that very warm coziness that it has. La Belle to me is just very feminine, very sweet, cozy, sultry and seductive. That is La Belle for you. Since I purchased this one, I got really excited, and as you can see, I went on a little spritzing spree, if you will. This one is pretty good. Anyway, La Belle. So the next fragrance on my list will not be a shock to you guys, just because it is a fragrance that I have talked about repeatedly on my channel, but this time around I got the Eau de Toilette. I'm talking about Coco Mademoiselle. This is the Eau de Toilette. I thought this one would be a nice addition to my collection because it is a little lighter than the original Eau de Parfum, and it would be like a great daytime scent. I feel like the notes in this are not as sharp as they are in the original Coco Mademoiselle. The reasons I love Coco Mademoiselle, the original, very much is because to me it is not only sophisticated, elegant and very feminine, it is super long lasting. You are guaranteed to get compliments. Chanel fragrances, for the most part, they last pretty well. So like I said, this one is just a lighter, a fresher version of the original Coco Mademoiselle. Both the Eau de Toilette as well as the Eau de Parfum, they are great fragrances. Happy to have this one, a lighter version for when you do not want that intensity of Coco Mad, the original. So this one is Coco Mademoiselle. I do like the clear packaging as well. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you might have already seen this. I added this one to my collection and I was super excited because it is a very popular perfume in the fragrance community. I'm talking about Elie Sab. This is Girl of Now. This is an addictive blend of almond, orange blossom and patchouli. It's sweet. It's very sweet to me. It is very nutty, and it lasts relatively well on me as well. To me, I've not focused much on how long it lasts or at what point it fades, but I know it lasts well on my skin. It instantly reminds me of honey, just from the look of it, just because of that juice is just so deep, and I'm guessing it's from the orange blossom, but still, it reminds me of honey when I look at this. Anybody else? I don't know. It has that thickness. It's not a light fragrance because it's sweet. It's a little heavy, but so good. So good. When I pull up this fragrance, like on some sides the juice looks different. I don't know if mine was exposed. I don't know what the story is on this one, but it is new. Yeah, it's just a really nice fragrance that I enjoy. I felt like I needed La Belle, but this one I'm glad to have it. It's very pretty, sweet, right on the same lines with La Belle. It's very sweet, but with a completely different composition, a completely different feel. Like that's just like a sweet, almost syrupy type of perfume. I like even the heaviness of this just because I feel like in the cooler months this will be absolutely stunning. Summer is like slowly winding down and then fall will be around the corner, and I know I will be using this non-stop for sure. right along with La Belle. These two fragrances will be on constant rotation for me personally, and I definitely look forward to using it. So this is Girl of Now from Elisab. By the way, I very much enjoy the packaging. So the next perfume I featured on my Instagram that I have not yet talked about on YouTube is Mon Paris Floral. I have a full dedicated video to Mon Paris on my channel that has been quite popular actually. If you guys are interested in checking out the full dedicated video on Mon Paris, I will link it up here for you guys or down below. But today we are talking about Mon Paris Floral. I do enjoy perfumes from Yves Saint Laurent. Black Opium has been an oldie but a goodie, basically a staple in my collection. I would say this one is lighter. It is a little bit brighter, you know, but there's a sweetness to it while not being overpowering. The floral notes in this one really shine through, making it a perfect fragrance during the spring as well as summer. In the opening, you have like peach and citruses. The heart of it is loaded with floral notes. You do have patchouli, musk, and cashmere in the base, which is patchouli for me is like my coffee. I have to have it in my fragrances. It constantly shows up in my fragrance choices, if we're being honest. If you guys want a more fruity floral take on the original, then definitely Mon Paris Floral is a great option. It is pretty. I like it. I enjoyed the Mon Paris line. So yeah, I didn't think I would dislike this one. So this is the 50 ml bottle. I think that is a great size just because I have so many fragrances. At what point am I gonna get through it? Actually, y'all, I think I'm gonna go on a no-buy after this just because like I'm starting to get overwhelmed with the number of fragrances I have. I gift all the time and yet people gift me back or I purchase and it's a bit much. So I'm definitely going on a no-buy for a while. I don't know when I'm gonna purchase fragrances again. But I'm also thinking of really taking a serious look at my fragrance options, my choices, my collection, and possibly doing a declutter and just keeping the ones that I absolutely love. There's only one me. There's no way it's humanly possible to use all those fragrances and it's just getting a bit much, if you get my drift. So anyway, if you enjoy the original, you might most likely enjoy this one. It is sweet. It is fruity, it is floral, it is a pretty fragrance. So anyway, that is Mon Paris Floral. Some of these fragrances were gifted to me or I purchased them, a little combination of both. So I have another Chanel on my list. This one is Coco. Not Coco Mademoiselle, just Coco. I have a few thoughts on Coco. Coco is almost like a nice halfway point between number 5 and Coco Mademoiselle, in my opinion. Not that it smells like number 5, it just gives me that vibe. It gives me that number 5 elegant classic vibe. So this is basically described as an oriental floral spicy fragrance. When this settles down a bit, it also has a very clean aspect to it. So at first spray, it's almost like you get one aspect of it, and then as it dries down, you get different facets of that fragrance. It develops pretty well. I like the progression of the fragrance. It's not linear at all. Definitely changes a little bit. Like you can detect one thing when you spray it, and then when it dries down, you get different sides to it. Coco Mademoiselle and Chanel number 5 are kind of like blended together and they made Coco. That is just how I personally see it. So this one is of course laden with orange blossom, mandarin, a little bit of patchouli. I feel like it's relatively long lasting. If you are into Chanel fragrances, you enjoy Coco Mademoiselle, you enjoy Coco Noir. I've spoken about Coco Noir before. And then you enjoy number 5. I feel like you cannot go wrong with Coco. Like it's beautiful. There's nothing wrong with that nice, beautiful, classic scent. I just feel very elegant and sophisticated, like I'm about my business. I'm in charge, and yeah. So I would say that this one is very much like little black dress, heels, kind of like fancy dinner type of fragrance. It is definitely elegant in every aspect. like most of the Chanel fragrances. These are my thoughts on all the fragrances I added to my collection recently. I have been enjoying them, I've been loving them. There are not many fragrances that I dislike, and if I do, I tend to give it a chance to see like how I feel about it eventually. Like Bronze Goddess Azure, which I recently reviewed, because that one was just like, do I like it? Do I hate it? Like, what are we feeling? So yeah, most fragrances in my collection, I actually like them a lot and enjoy them, and I try to rotate them as much as I can. So anyway, I will be getting more use out of this, especially in the coming months. And my collection is definitely massive to me. Like, I don't even know if I want more, you know what I mean? But anyway, thank you as always for watching. I appreciate you guys. If you made it this far, please don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And if this is not your first time stopping by and you haven't subscribed already, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and become part of the Savvy family. It really, really does help my channel a lot. So thank you as always, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.